Welcome back, Redeemers. Most importantly, welcome back, Insomnia. It's our time. 안녕하세요, 로이입니다.
Nick, the real one.
Keith.
I'm Curtis.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Jarek.
And it's our girls' comeback. Toque Dreamcatcher. My song. Let's go. 유연이.
사라져만 가는데 Oh say 뻔히 울려 무너지는 이곳에 선명한 내 사인과 익숙해진 누군가 오늘 더욱 속여들고
시연이
두발두발 햇빛을 따라가 All day all night 깊숙이 자리 잡은 그대 Break your heart
가연아.
Send me home in the jungle, send me home in the polar. 지금의 나의 maison, please someone fight for us. Send me home in the ocean, send me home in the desert. 지금의 나의 maison, please someone fight for us. 사람들은 다 하고 싶은 대로 해. 진심 비운 껍데기뿐인 거왜?
땀이.
감어 기다리다가 딱 봐도 보이지 않는 미래. 후회할 때는 이미 늦었단 걸 알아. 너 변하기만 하면 닥쳐. 이상하게 덥지 이상하게 덥지 마치 말라가는 네 양심도 똑같이 오늘 더 속여내고 있어 먹고를 말들 그를 따라가 All day all night 깊숙이 자리
안동가.
잡은 Break your heaven now Send me home in the jungle Send me home in the polar 지금의 나의 maison Please someone fight for us Send me home in the ocean Send me home in the desert 지켜내 나의 maison Please someone fight for us 거친 바람을 타고 다 들여 모든 계절이 선명한 그 순간 눈으로 돌려 흘러내린 내 눈물 이미 물에 잠긴 눈 Send me home in the jungle Send me home in the polar 지켜내 나의 maison Please someone fight for us Send me home in the ocean Send me home in the desert 지켜내 나의 maison Please someone fight for us 지나쳐버린 순간 사라지는 maison 모른 척하는 너도 다 사라지는 maison Send me home in the jungle Send me home in the polar Send me home in the ocean Send me home in the desert Please someone fight for us
대박. 대박, 대박.
One of y'all can go because I feel like I've been overcritical already tonight.
Well, this song was interesting. I felt like I would hear this in like a Disney action movie, like just like a fight scene or something, or like an adventure. The video was decent. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, it was a lot going on in that video. Very interesting to say the least. I like the production of the song, like how they utilize their voice. They all have very unique and different range voices. It was very interesting to see how they were placed. Yeah, overall, it was a pretty decent song.
Yeah, so obviously probably big Insomnia there, but they did a spoiler for this for all the songs on the album. So I heard like 15 seconds of every song on the album, whatever like that. And when I heard this, I don't want to say I was let down. I was just shocked at this direction that they were going in. Not the more such the subject matter, but just the production kind of the song. I meant reverse. Not so much the production, but the subject matter of the song. Even though this part of a trilogy of the previous 2 EPs or whatever, the one that Scream was on, Scream, Boca, and then Odd Eye was they, John last year or whatever like that. And then they went and did Summer Holiday EP. We had Because and Whistle on there. So I thought they were going in a different direction than this. I didn't know they were going to do this, even though this is a full album, or this song is a title track for a full album, not an EP and everything like that. So I thought they were going to go in a totally different direction. Anyway, like I said, when I heard this, I was like, because like Odd Eye, like you said, we both got that as like a top 5, SK song in general. Just some of the other stuff like that, from production, the arrangements, composition, everything like that with the song, it was just expected more. My Son is not a letdown completely. It's just not my vibe to listen to. You know what I'm saying?
I felt that tonight.
It's like your 3rd time in a row. Actually, something's in the water. But no, I think it's a cool song. I do agree. I think it would be something for a movie, specifically with the Save My Home and everything like that. Maison is French for house or home. So pretty much you see all this stuff in the video. Like at the beginning, it's post-apocalyptic. The world gets destroyed. See, that's the devil, obviously. And then you saw the statue of like the woman crying. That was like Mother Earth. And when that get destroyed, that just represents what's happening to the earth. Hence them saying, save my home in the jungle, save the home in the polar desert, all that stuff like that.
They had the Goonies at the beginning of the video.
Huh?
Bulls were strapped up.
Oh, yeah. Dudes
Where'd they go?
Why it look like the sign on the highway look like it say the Badlands?
I mean, pretty sure
it
applies, yeah. So physically, the world turned into K and A. But no, yeah, that's little nuggets like that. I'm not gonna go too long. I might have something else to say at the end, but just for right now, like I said, the song wasn't necessarily for me. I don't give a fuck though. I want my girls to win our comeback, because none of the songs that we up against right now is fucking with us. Insomnia all day. Pass to the right.
Yeah, I mean, I love Dreamcatcher. So what Dreamcatcher to me is great at is that they're able to take like those high-end like rock sounds that may sound chaotic and somehow are still able to showcase their vocal abilities, rapping, and everything else, and it doesn't never feel overproduced to me for the most part, or a little bit jarring. This seems to be a little overproduced and a little too much of that, and it's just it just seems like they're doing a little too much on the track. It's just underwhelming a little bit. But like you said, it doesn't take away from anything. This wasn't like a horrible track where it's just like, I'm not going to listen to them ever again and shit. Because I done already cheated a little bit too, and they got shit on the album that's God's Here.
Locked Inside the Door.
Locked Inside the Door should have been the fucking comeback.
Yes.
Yes. Like that should have been just the comeback.
That was the one. Me personally, if I'm the A&R, I'm picking Locked Inside the Door, because it's unlike anything y'all have done before, and it's unlike, I feel like, anybody else in K-pop has done before.
That was the one that got downloaded instantly.
Yeah.
Like
off the spoiler I heard that, I'm like, no, I need that song. But I'll let everybody else get their clips off before I say my last part.
Yeah. But yeah, all that for like, this doesn't change anything. It's just, you can drop as many nuggets as you want to with the video and do everything with like a cool concept. If you don't have a amazing concept in the song, or the song isn't even catchy enough for like people to kind of get into, I think it just takes away from the video and everything else. But
exactly.
No, I mean, I agree. The song and the video was kind of giving me K-pop Earth Song, Michael Jackson vibes. And then the production, like the guitar was like a 90s keyboard loop that just didn't hit for me. It almost sounded like the Angel opening song if you just take out the violin, just like that frantic guitar riff. It didn't hit. I love the concept of the video though. I thought that was cool. It's clean like most of the videos usually are. I like the dystopian future, the global warming and the Captain Planet vibes and all that other stuff that they were trying to do. But again, like you said, if the song doesn't hit, then it kind of takes away from the video, and it's not connecting.
Yeah, that shit, before you talk, Kurt, is really just expectations. I think whether it was any video we did today and shit, we've then heard them at a certain level. So once it's just not there, the shit is a little frustrating, especially with something like this. Seemed like it should have, I'm not going to say be like a fucking home run for them. It's a rock beat in the element and shit. I literally was bitching with you with the whole stay in this type of lane. And
Which
it's just
I don't
like,
want them to do. I don't want them to do the super soft ballad songs like you thought. I want them to do something that just showcase their vocals more. One, I think it's good to expand your career. Like early on, you start establishing other lanes and everything. That way, when you get in your 30s and shit, you get tired of dancing or whatever like that. However long you plan to have.
You don't
a
gotta worry
career.
about being 40 years old,
Trying
fucking
to
doing
keep
whatever
up
the
with
new
rock-
dances to the
that-
rock music.
And that's why I said I kind of wanted them to bring in other elements, which we get in the B-sides like we've seen. Like I said, go ahead, Kurt, because I got a whole thing about Locked Inside the Door.
No, honestly, I think what they did on the track, as far as like, I mean, they showcased really powerful vocals that I always love to hear from them because they're really talented vocalists. And I thought the verse and the rap line was really amazing as well. As far as like everything that was going on with the video and everything, I do love the idea, the concept that it seems to be going for, as far as like, you know, the save the planet kind of vibe, I guess, or whatever. But I do like the whole dystopian future aspects of it, you know, them feeling like, you know, no one's fighting for them, and then them kind of, you know, coming together. And during the choreo aspect of the song in the beginning third, I think, is when you see the kind of disheveled ground kind of start to grow like grass and everything like that. And they used they play on the nature aspects of it, of the darkness and the sadness of the rain, and they say follow the rain through the forest. But that's actually a unique tie-in because, you know, the rain literally grows like the grass and the earth elements around. So I think the way they tied all those things in is pretty cool. And I was curious as far as the French word of maison, as far as, you know, meaning house or home or whatever. As far as the way they tied it in, I definitely like it. I'm just curious why they chose the French word for it as opposed to, you know. But I think what I'm most impressed by with the song, aside from, you know, everything that was going on in the video and you know, their vocals and their rap line, was because you said this is for a new album or whatever. I'm really curious if this is what's supposed to kick off the album, or if this is just somewhere kind of in the middle of the album or whatever. But I'm really curious in the direction they're gonna take everything, you know, with this new project. You know, both of the previous EPs or albums that we had checked out.
Track 3.
Yeah, I was really impressed with everything that they've gone through. Dreamcatcher, as of, you know, this present moment, is my favorite girl group. I love their unique, deep concepts. I love their vocals. I love their rap line. They're all strikingly beautiful as well. So I mean, I'm really impressed to see, you know, where they're gonna take everything.
To answer your question about
course was catchy.
the Maison thing,
Yeah.
their very first video as Dreamcatcher, if I'm not mistaken, they performed it at like in France or a French house.
Oh, okay.
And so
yeah, the
all-
architecture felt like more Roman almost.
Yeah,
or
with
like,
this
you know.
definitely. Well, I guess they're supposed to be like goddesses and everything like that. So, but just tying back to that, that was in Insomniaville. We was talking about that, and that's one of the things that I saw
I got
somebody say that it's kind of like a tie-in back then. The Korean word for house or home is jib, so that don't really flow on this.
I get you. Yeah, because the hook repeatability of it, as far yeah, I can understand that.
Do they usually do concept albums or they do one-offs?
Every single
Yep.
project from them is a concept. This is their second full album, but all of their albums and EPs are concepts.
So the rest of the album should be like Earth themed, more or less.
Some of the songs, kinda, but they have half of it's 14 songs. Half of the album is solo songs. They're all completely different.
Well, funny enough, even in the beginning, they had the little cross earrings and everything like that, and then the statue towards the end was like more of the Mother Mary looking statue, but that could have also been Mother Earth or anything like that if they're playing on that concept.
That's what it-
But then
that's
it
what it
faded
was.
with like whatever like ether sort of powers that they were having or whatever, and it kind of had more of a dark undertone. So I don't know if that was to say like, you know, what it looks like versus what it is or anything like that. But just I'm always impressed with how they communicate their ability as artists to their videos. I don't want to say I'm more impressed by their videos than who they are, but I just think they often usually have a perfect marriage of, you know, everything like that. The storytelling's always incredible with them, but I'm just really curious overall to see like kind of where they take everything.
Nah.
Yeah, and yeah, man, it's just like I said. It's my frustration is I get the concept. I know, like, obviously, while all this was going on, if I'm not mistaken, like the album is called like "Save Us or Apocalypse." So you know, what I
okay,
mean?
that makes sense.
Yeah, so like the theme and everything all makes sense on what's going on. Even the wordplay and stuff makes sense when trying to get a catchier chorus. And I'll give him that credit because the chorus is catchy.
I was just about to
and
say,
shit
for
like
a song with this subject matter, the chorus is kind of like, damn,
that. Yeah, so
catchy as hell.
it's catchy and shit.
It's not
just-
heal the world. Sorry, Mike.
Y'all remember the Cheetah Girls?
You funny.
When they went into that scene and they was like, "You're gonna make this song now." I feel like this is that song they were trying to make.
Get carried away.
You know what I'm talking about?
So yeah, my frustration. Yeah, brother, I know what you're talking about. But my frustration, like I said, just comes from the song feeling a bit overproduced and a little too fast. Like it seems a little jarring compared to like a lot of the other work. And this was another group where it's just like some groups you really wait for their comebacks and you just kind of wait to see kind of what goes on.
Yeah.
Like shout out to them though. I know their first record, they broke their own record or whatever with most sales for like their album and stuff like that with this joint. So, I already know they got good things coming to them and stuff. I just sometimes want better for groups that we particularly love and stuff like that. So it's just, that's where some of the not anger, but some of like the frustration and disappointment comes from all that. But that's my spill.
And yeah, with me, like I said, it could always be worse. Like they could have come out with some straight up bullshit, and then I'd be like, yo, I don't even want to react to that joint. Like something like that. That could happen. That's not the case with them. I think they kind of just played it safe a little bit with the all right, let's stay rock and let's do continue with the concept. I actually want to see them break away from the worldly concept and kind of focus on them because I watch them so much and I watch like their variety, whether it be variety shows, them just chilling in the crib or just doing stuff and everything like that. They have a lot of personality and more personality that's pushed on some of the bigger groups, especially some of the bigger girl groups that we're seeing. Some of the stuff that we're allowed to see from Dreamcatcher, we won't see from other groups. Like they don't have to be on diets and none of that shit. They're able to kind of just, do them and everything like that. And unlike a lot of other groups, they have a real sisterly bond. So you see all of that. All that to say they have a lot of stuff going on where you could put more personality into the music and everything like that. And doubling down on that is after I heard the solo songs on the other half of the album, I'm just like, bro, no way. Like they smoked a lot of them songs on this album. So I hope going forward, we kind of get more of them, of their personality. I feel like that's one thing in K-pop you don't really see unless you watch other stuff. But in the music, you don't really get too much of personality and them the individual specifically and everything like that. So but like I said, nevertheless they broke their records. Congratulations, this is my first comeback with them as an Insomnia. I fucking love it here. We potentially got our first win on, I think it's called The Show, coming soon. Potentially win. So Insomnia, go ahead, do what you gotta do. Go ahead and spam them votes. Let's get our girls their first win. It's overdue. Love y'all.